I'm on my period and I'm so tired. But I'm literally doing nothing but doom scrolling. So I'm making a video and I'm in my comfy clothes. Food check. Food check. I got this from Home Goods. I look pretty insane. But I wanted to do a little video, and I have so many topics I want to talk about, but I kind of want to talk about life just now for me. So like a little life update, because obviously I've been sharing spirituality and like hacks to live your dream life and all that stuff, and how the things from my past are things of the past, and how I move forward with gratitude and yada yada. But I'm a human being, and last night I crashed out really hard out of nowhere. And not out of nowhere, like I'm on my period, okay? That definitely has something to do with my hormones, but I have bipolar 2 disorder. So when my lows are low, when I have lows, like they're really, really low. And the scary part is when I get to like the lowest point. And what has been different about this period is that like I've been on medication for 2 months and I felt so good about myself. I'm confident and I'm indulging in my hobbies and I am feeling beautiful and just all these things. And the other day I was like crying a lot. I haven't cried in like the last 2 months out of sadness. And the other day I was like, why are there so many things wrong with me? Because you know how I said I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome? Like it literally affects my ability to like sit in a car. Like I can't breathe and I get congested and I'm like super uncomfortable. And so there was that. And like, I was like, why are there so many things wrong with me? And I just cried, sobbed. I literally was sobbing like somebody died. So that was like a few days ago. And then yesterday, Monty left and I was alone in my room with Blueberry, and like I wanted to pet Blueberry, and Blueberry had a little attitude and he like went away from me. And I was just like, oh my God, like I'm alone. And I started crashing out again and sobbing out of loneliness. And I reached the point of like lowest low like that, like so quickly. And it usually takes time for me to get to that low point. Like usually it's like a buildup of so many days before I get to that like really, really like I give up point. And I reached it in like 5 minutes yesterday. And I just like felt like overwhelmed. I'm like, why is it so hard? Why is it so difficult? And the reason also it was so like bad was because I was scared. I was scared that the happiness that I felt was fake and that it was just hypomania and that it wasn't real happiness. It was just hypomania and it was leading to burnout and depression, which is bipolar 2 disorder, you know? And I like was so sad because I was like, was it a fluke? Like, is this fake? Like, there's no way that the stability I thought I was getting was not real. And because I've never experienced stability before, to be honest with you, I've never experienced, even in my LA career, there's never been emotional stability for me, except for in these past 2 months on medication, you know? But the thing is that I was okay with being emotional and like crashing out all the time because it was kind of normalized, especially with like being drunk all the time. It's like, I kind of was just like, oh, it's because I'm drunk. Oh, it's because I'm hungover. Oh, it's because I drank, or like, oh, it's because this, oh, it's because that, or it would be because of a certain situation. So I always had something to attribute it to. But this time around, it's like I'm sober and I'm eating clean and I'm doing exercise and I have the best people around me ever, and I am doing amazing in every aspect of my life. Like, there's literally no reason for me to be sad. So this is just purely like brain problems. Like, my brain being wired this way is, like, has been like working against me. So without ever feeling mental stability and experiencing it just now, and then getting to that like really, really low point right after, made me feel like I failed, and it was really, really hard for me to get through that. And again, I was sobbing like somebody died, like sobbing for so long, and getting really, really, really sad. And I just had like inklings and feelings in my heart of like, this is the thought process that fortunately has made its way into my subconscious mind, is that it's happening for a reason. It's leading to something great, and I'm not suffering for no reason, and there's a reason behind this breakdown. Just get through it. Feel it as hard as you can. Feel it, embrace it, welcome it, feel it to the fullest extent. This is for something. So even while I was breaking down and I felt like I'm so tired of this, like I give up, like why is it so hard to be me? I persevered and I did some research. And the reason is because the medication I'm on doesn't cover the mood swing of things, especially hormonal mood swings. I'm on an antidepressant and I'm on ADHD medication, but neither of those cover bipolar 2 mood swings. So there is a gap in my coverage. There's a gap in my psychological coverage that I need, which is like so insane that I need this much just to like function properly. But I found that out and I was like, oh, okay. And also the thing I kept hearing in my head, like throughout my breakdown, was EMDR therapy. Like I need to do some trauma therapy so bad. So I'm scheduling that this week as well. So there's things to be learned about this. I mean, I spoke to my psychiatrist today about what I experienced, and he put me on a mood stabilizer as well, which does cover the really, really, really low, crazy, depressive mood swings. Like I have predominantly depressed, like bipolar 2 disorder. Like it mostly shows up in depression. So it covers that aspect of it. And it would not have happened if I didn't have that breakdown. Like I needed that breakdown so that I could start sooner than later. And turns out my happiness is not fake. Me reconnecting with my hobbies and feeling like I can be myself and doing things that I enjoy is me. And it's not fake. And I have nothing to be afraid of. There is just a gap in my coverage, brain-wise. And I wanted to share that with you because, I'm not perfect. I don't have my shit all together. And also to let you know that whatever thing that you're going through, there's something to be learned through it. And when you are experiencing super bad breakdowns, or just breakdowns in general, feel the feelings and really, really get into this, like, get into the core of it. Like, something that I've been able to do lately, instead of running away from my feelings because they are too much, is becoming aware of them. Because with awareness of what you're going through mentally, it dissipates. All it needs really is your attention to it. And then when you pay attention to whatever you're going through and actually face it, no matter how hard it is, it actually teaches you something. But the more that you put off looking at it and the more that you push it away instead of asking yourself what it can teach you, it just goes on and on and on. Because if I didn't look inward last night and do research and be like, okay, what is causing this? Why am I feeling this way? Why is this happening? If I just kept crying, I would spiral. And the depression would ensue and the cycle would repeat. And it would just be a long journey that didn't have to even be long in the first place, you know? So things can be dissipated, or things can dissipate just through your attention and your awareness of what it is and where it's coming from and why it's happening. And sometimes you don't even need to understand any of these things. You just need to look. Like, you just need to look inward and have awareness that this feeling is a feeling, and prioritize feeling it and getting through it, you know? Like, now I'm excited to embark on this new journey of, okay, what is life gonna feel like now that I'm gonna have that coverage, like that emotional coverage that I need, you know? Like, because if I've felt so good so far and so confident and so new and so me, I can't imagine what life is gonna feel like once I begin this, you know, and I started today. And obviously going through medication takes time, and also therapy takes time. But these are things that if I get it over with now, I'm set up for the rest of my life, you know? Like, I'm building good foundations, and that's really, really important. Like, I've been really huge on setting myself up for success this year. So, and I've been like encouraging my friends around me to also do the same. Like, just set yourself up for success, you know, delete one bad habit and instill a good one, you know, or like make things easier on yourself. And I don't know, get the hard thing over with. Because in this book, The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, it says something like, I'm gonna like paraphrase this probably badly, but it's like, hard work now, easy life later. And if you do easy thing now, you have hard life later. Or it's like, fuck, what is it? It's like hard thing, great long term, and then the easy thing has a hard long term. I mean, listen, I told you I would do it badly, but I hope you get the gist of it. If you do the work now, in the long term, you're going to receive the benefits of it. A lot of people don't think of things in the long term. They think of immediate satisfaction. What is going to get me there right now? What's going to get me to point B right now? And even if it's just like instant gratification of like scrolling on TikTok, like how can I get my dopamine boost right now? Is it, you know, eating my favorite food? Is it scrolling on TikTok? Is it watching a show? Is it going out? You know, like, you have to also fit little parts of long-term in there. And I would say this year I've been doing a lot of long-term setup, but that also makes my present really good. You know, like, as hard as it is to face things in the moment, it feels really good when you are past it and when you feel like you learned something from it. You know, like, if you want to feel better about any situation, ask yourself what there is to learn about it. And when you figure out what there is to learn about it, you feel satisfied. And then the bad thing isn't so bad. You know, I immediately felt a sense of relief whenever I found out, oh, it's because I have a gap in my coverage. Now I get that coverage. Like, now I can inquire about that and like stabilize my mood, you know, because I'm learning myself for the first time mentally, like getting such a late diagnosis. Like, I'm learning for the first time, and I deserve grace and I deserve the process of learning, you know, and there's no need to blame myself for it. So, like, knowing what it's for gives you instant relief. So always look inward whenever you're going through anything, and don't blame yourself for having negative feelings, especially if you've been shamed for them or you've been told that you're too much. Be proud of who you are and be proud that you feel so deeply. There are so many people on this earth that seem to not feel at all, you know, and have no empathy and have no remorse. And, you know, it's incredible that you have a heart as incredible as yours and as deep as yours and as vibrant as yours, because to feel every human emotion deeply means that you're getting the full human experience, and that's beautiful. You know, bad feelings are just a part of the cycle as much as good feelings are. So you just have to like ride the wave and let yourself feel these things. And I completely understand why doing so can feel daunting, especially if you've been shamed for it. You know, I still feel like I'm too much sometimes. But I grew up being told that I was a crybaby and to like grow up and stop crying, to the point where when I did cry, it wasn't taken seriously anymore because I would cry so much. But I was like so broken. I like needed help so bad, and and you know, every tear deserves empathy and it deserves love, and every smile deserves the same. You know, everything deserves to be taken seriously by you and also forgiven. Like, you deserve to forgive yourself for having a bad day and having bad feelings, because you're human. And thank God now, no matter how big my feelings get or how deep my feelings get, I have the right people around me to catch me and to make me, to validate me. And not to say that you need external validation. I will say that you will get it one day. Just keep moving with love and you're gonna attract the right people who validate you and make you feel seen and make you feel heard and love you for exactly who you are. But, you know, I'm just grateful that I am in that position in life where my best friends and my boyfriend don't judge me for my deep emotions. And it's my first time experiencing that in my life, you know? So it can happen for you too, but baby steps. It's a process, baby steps. Forgive yourself, be gentle with yourself, let yourself go through the human experience. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay to feel really, really deep feelings. And obviously, to an extent, if they get really, really bad, please ask for help. There are so many resources online for doctors, psychiatrists, therapy, and there are hotlines. I've used the hotline before and it was actually really helpful. Or like a friend, a trusted friend, a trusted family, or even like the internet. People on the internet are so lovely. I know there's a huge like fuck the internet thing, but so many people on the internet are so lovely and so sweet and will be there for you. And I've made some of my bestest friends through the internet. Like, talk to your mutuals, talk to whoever you can, you know, get help from wherever. Or if you feel able to, you can help yourself. You know, I've had to help myself through many situations. And the good thing about helping yourself, even if it feels lonely, is that you don't leave. You will always have you. And creating a stable foundation and relationship with yourself is a really important part of the process, because nobody and no thing can knock you down. Like, you're gonna have you, and you're gonna have your back, and it makes you feel like you can get through anything. So I wanted to share that. I wanted to be transparent that even though I'll go forward and continue making videos on how I got here and like how I got to the life that I'm living, I do want to share that it comes with lessons. Life comes with lessons. So many lessons. I'm kind of tired of learning them, but it's fun. It's fun. And I'm really also glad that I'm learning all these lessons so early on in life, because every lesson that I learned, even at too young of an age, like, I feel so much wiser and so much better because of it. And that's absolutely why I'm here today, and why I am the person I am today, and why I have the heart that I do, and why I have the strength that I do to get through anything. And I have like this courage that I otherwise would not have. So embrace the lessons. Embrace the lessons. And I'm only saying I'm tired of it because I'm on my fucking period, and I can be fucking petty and mad if I don't want to. But if anybody else is on their period, I send you love, and I hope that it gets better and that you feel better and you're so fucking strong for getting through it. And if you know somebody that's on their period right now, give them a hug, send them a nice text, like, say you love them. Like, my periods are so bad. Like, I was at a party the other day. I was at Tara's birthday party, and I was dancing and jumping like so hard for like the first hour and a half, and then for the next however long I was there at the party, I was like on a couch like this, and like people would be like, what's up, like, how are you? I'm like, dude, my fucking period, like my feels like it's gonna fall off. No shame. I'm like, my fucking period. My period. I had to leave because of my period, and I wanted to dance and party. So that's why I say all of you are warriors, especially if you've ever experienced a period before. I know that was like a silly tangent, but the message stands, and I hope that this helps in some sort of way. I don't even know what to title this because it's so random, but I'll figure it out. And I love you. Have such a beautiful day, night, whatever you are having. And did I say I love you already? I don't know, but I love you. Nima out.